Have you ever walked into a room and completely forgotten why you went there? Opened your laptop, stared at your inbox, and suddenly felt mentally tired before the day had even properly started? Or have you ever finished a day thinking, I've been flat out, but what did I actually achieve? That's not laziness, and it's probably not motivation either. More often than not, it's cognitive overload. Welcome back to the Cognitive Athlete Podcast. I'm your host, Clint Ray, high performance coach, speaker, and author of The Cognitive Athlete. And this is week 5. Last week, we explored the pause, how high performers switch gears deliberately before those pressure moments. This week, we tackle something that quietly destroys performance every single day: cognitive overload. Or, simply put, too much load, too much switching, too much happening at once. And if you're feeling mentally cooked by the end of the day, there is probably a reason. Let's dive into it. One thing I learned working with elite athletes is this: nobody expects peak performance from overload on day one. You build capacity progressively. If you walk into a gym for the first time, no good trainer puts maximum weight on the bar. You build strength over time. Adaptation happens gradually. And we actually had a saying on the gym wall when I was up at Lossiemouth. And the saying was this: 1 today, 2 tomorrow, rather than 10 today, none tomorrow. Build progressively. Don't overload and break down. I saw the exact same thing working with 400 meter runners. We didn't train flat out race pace every session. Training load built over time. Intensity changed. Recovery really mattered. The body adapts. You push hard too quickly and performance drops, and injuries usually followed. Now here's the interesting thing. Physically, we understand this. Mentally, we often ignore it completely. And here is the modern workload problem. And it often looks like this: meeting, email, Teams message, phone call, problem to solve, interruption, new priority, back-to-back meetings, more emails, another decision. And repeat that for 6 or 7 hours. Then expect yourself to think clearly by 3 p.m. And it's no surprise people feel exhausted. And one of the biggest mistakes professionals make is assuming, I just need to be better at managing my time. Well, maybe, but often the issue isn't time, it's load, and more specifically, cognitive load. Cognitive load, I hear you say. What is cognitive load? Well, here's the simple version. Your brain has a limited bandwidth. Every task, every meeting, interruption, decision, every switch in attention consumes mental energy. And one of the biggest drains is task switching. Not multitasking, switch tasking, which is meeting to email, email to spreadsheet, spreadsheet to Teams, Teams to difficult conversations, conversation back to inbox. The brain never fully resets. Part of your attention stays behind. Research shows constant switch tasking reduces focus and increases mental fatigue. You feel busy, mentally overloaded, yet strangely unproductive. Have you ever felt that? And it's not a capability issue, it's a capacity issue. Even in military training environments, load was managed carefully. We understood something simple: overload people too quickly and performance dramatically deteriorates, which is a safety issue. People stop retaining information, mistakes increase, and then stress rises. Training was progressive. Bits, parts, and then the whole thing. Build capability first, then increase complexity. The goal wasn't chaos, the goal was adaptation. And honestly, modern workplaces sometimes do the exact opposite. With a sink or swim approach, figure it out for yourself, take on more, keep pushing, no space, no reset, and no recovery. Then we wonder why performance drops. The real performance skill And what high performers understand is you can't perform at a high level indefinitely while overloaded. At some point, decision quality drops, focus drops, patience shortens, and then standards slip. Not dramatically, but gradually and quietly. And this is where cognitive athletes operate differently. They protect bandwidth, not just time. They understand every interruption has a cost. Every switch has a cost. Every unnecessary meeting has a cost. And protecting mental capacity becomes part of your performance. So let's make this super practical for you. This week, it's about protecting cognitive capacity, not becoming less busy, thinking more clearly. And you've got 3 actions this week. Here they are. Action number 1, identify your biggest cognitive drain. What overloads you the most? Is it meetings, constant notifications, switch tasking, interruptions, maybe too many competing priorities? Just notice the pattern. Action number 2, protect one thinking block. Choose one 30 to 45 minute block this week. Put it in your diary. No notifications, no switching, no multitasking. Just one important piece of thinking, and that's it. I want you to protect it. Action number 3, remove one unnecessary switch this week. Reduce one source of switching. Maybe stop checking those emails all the time. Maybe batch your messages. Finish one task before moving to the next. Small changes equals big difference. And here's an important rule for this week. Don't confuse movement or activity with progress. Busy does not automatically equal productive, and overloaded people rarely perform at their best. So let's bring this together. You're probably not struggling from lack of effort. You could be overloaded. Too much switching, too much mental traffic, too many competing demands. And performance breaks down when load exceeds capacity. Next week, we're going to talk about what happens when your day completely blows up, when the plan disappears, the priority shifts, and chaos arrives. High performers don't rely on perfect days. They learn how to stabilize when things go sideways. We'll unpack that next week. If this episode resonated with you, hit follow or subscribe. It genuinely helps the podcast grow and get it in front of those people that need it the most. And if someone comes to mind while you're listening, share it with them. It's not always the workload that breaks performance. Sometimes it's overload. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time.